All right, take heed that ye do not your harms before men to be seen of them. Be okay. Otherwise, ye have no reward of your Father in the heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thy harms, do not sound the trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogue and in the streets. So we have, you know, we have hypocrites in the synagogue and we have them in the streets. So there are two offices that was shown to us here. So if you want to see hypocrites, check the synagogue and also check the streets. So simply put, what that is saying is we have hypocrites among brethren and we have hypocrites outside of the church. So in the synagogue and in the street there is outside the church. Synagogue is in the church among the brethren. Are we together? So we have hypocrites there. So when you see somebody, you know, among believers who is saying something you don't expect such to say, don't be surprised. That person could be one of the hypocrites in the synagogue. I see somebody acting in a strange way, always wanting to be seen, to be noticed, to be recognized, to be known, to be served, to always wanting to direct people, lead people, control people. Among brethren, don't be surprised. That's an example of a hypocrite in the synagogue. Are we together? So we also have them on the streets. We have them outside of the church. We have some of them in your offices, in the market, in your school. They just want to be seen. They just want to get attention. They are hypocrites. That's one thing about hypocrites. They love attention. They love it. They love it. Especially when they now notice that people are, all eyes are on them. They don't even care why people are focusing on them. Whether it is for a good reason or it is for a bad reason, they don't care. What they need is attention. Hypocrites are people who are hungry for attention. They can do anything to ensure that the focus of the people is on them. Anything, I mean anything. Even if that thing will have adverse effect on them later, they don't mind. Even if that thing is going to have a negative consequence, they don't mind. Even if that thing is against the scripture, something that is anti scripture, they don't mind. They'll still do it because they want attention badly. And some of us, innocently, we are already drifting to that path, the path of a hypocrite. We are drifting there. So when you post things online, when you try to reach out to people with the gospel, and you post things online, you want to see a lot of likes, you want to see a lot of comments. And when you tolerate that for like a week, and then it seems the comment, the likes you saw on the write up is very low, then you get discouraged. If that's your condition, then you are a hypocrite. You your encouragement is not in the fact that you are doing the will of God. Your encouragement is not in the fact that you are blessing lives, but you see, your encouragement is in that visibility, that awareness, that popularity. Then something is wrong somewhere. Are you there? If the reason you want to stop something is because you feel not too many people are, are checking it, are aware of it, then that's the trait of a hypocrite. Are we together? The fact that God led you into it is enough motivation for you to continue in that thing. If the voice of God cannot motivate you, then there's a problem. There is a problem. Are we together? There is a problem. So the voice of God is enough. Are we together? The voice of God is enough. Now, there are people that have been distracted because they chose the path of a hypocrite. For example, talking about social media, you are likely to get more likes, more comment when you post your picture rather than when you type something. It doesn't matter how helpful the thing is, how blessed what you have typed is, but you're likely to get more attention, more comment, more like when you post your picture. So because some people have been writing things and then they have been getting little comments and likes, little engagements. And then one day they mistakenly post their picture and they saw a lot of comments, a lot of likes. Guess what? Since that day, they have been posting their pictures. That's a kind of deviation. That's a distraction. And then it was easy for them to be distracted because they are hypocritical. Are you there? We are not going to allow people's reaction to move us, because if we do, we are going to move out of the will of God. So when you allow the reaction of the world to move you, you are likely to move out of the will of God. Why do you think many people are now opening their bodies carelessly? They don't mind exposing their nakedness. It means nothing to them. Why? It's because they want to get attention. Because the world we are in now, you are likely to gain more attention when you expose your nakedness. When you take picture and then your chest as a female is outside, people can almost see your pants. That kind of picture is going to gain more attention. So some of the people you see who are exposing their bodies, some of them may not really be that bad in the real sense. Although they are becoming bad, but that is not who they were. They became that because they wanted to gain attention. And then whatever they would do, whatever they need to do to gain that attention, they are willing to give, even when it involves exposing their bodies. That's why you see people moving on the street with short clothes, you know, short everything, explosive wears, both the male and the female, zagging, a lot of terrible things, piercing their bodies, and many things. Those things they are doing is to gain attention. So they want to be moving on the street, and then people are just focused on them. Then when they get home, they feel so fulfilled. Why? You hear them say, "All eyes on me, all eyes on me." They could not resist me. Even when I entered into the church, man, everybody was looking at me. You know, I was like a celebrity. You know me now. I can't walk on the street and I won't catch people's attention. That is a hypocrite talking there. That's a hypocrite talking there. Some years ago, I got connected with a sister. Actually, the reason for that connection was because I was trusting God to win her over to Christ. So I was even the one that collected the number of the sister. Then I just trust God. I just got connected to her like that, and we started talking. So she told me, "Well, I don't go to church. I don't have a business going there." So I encouraged her. I said, "Just try, go, go." She said, okay, because he said I should go, I will go, I'll try it. I'll give it a try. And then she went to church. After she returned, she messaged me, Sir, I told you I'm not going. Now you have forced me to go. So what happened? Then she told me, you see, as I entered in the church, everybody were looking at me. They were just, feeling me. I don't know if they have not seen a fine girl before, but they were just all eyes on me. And I said, Jesus. So everybody now, yes. Ah, ah. In my mind, I'm like, are you as fine as an angel? What kind of beauty do you have that everybody is just glued to you like this? So I said, okay, send me your picture. This picture of that clothes that you wore to that church. Send the picture to me. Snap yourself and send me your picture. She said, okay. By the time she sent me the picture, I could not allow the picture stay on my phone for 5 minutes. I deleted it quickly because my phone is free. So if anybody checks my phone and they see that kind of picture, I will spend hours explaining. I will explain and explain. I deleted it quickly. So that was when I got to know, okay, why people are focused on her. Imagine somebody putting on a jean trouser and then everything is cute. It's not like they are rich. The money is not their problem. But to her, that's fashion. So you could see her skin even to the upper part because the trouser was peeled such that the skin will be seen. And then what of the clothes, the top she's putting on, oh, very short top. You could still see some other part of her body, the lower part of her body. Are you there? Coupled with some other things. And I said, okay, you can't dress like this and they won't be looking at you. So of course I told her the truth. This your dressing is the reason you are getting much attention. We must do something about it.